In today's society, movies are the cornerstone of entertainment. But are the big budget B movies that seem to dominate the box office really all that the movie industry has to offer? Any student of film will tell you that this is truly not the case. But the real issue is Hollywood's obsession with money.
I just have a huge problem with the mentality of the Hollywood system. It's all about money. And I'm one of those people that feels like, the problem with this world is because everyone's out for money and power. And Hollywood represents that. They don't care about presenting stories that will help people. They don't care about reaching out to every single type of person they can. I understand it's a business, but they kind of put themselves in that situation when they put, hundreds of millions of dollars into some project and then it bombs,
Marques Williams, a junior majoring in film and religious studies at the University of Toledo, has his own views on what makes a film good.
I know people like these, movies, these escapist movies, just going for entertainment and stuff, but in my eyes, that's not good filmmaking. I view film as an art form, and as an artist, I feel an artist should have something important to say.
And more importantly, what makes a good filmmaker?
A good filmmaker is someone that's gonna tell stories that challenge the audience, that requires the audience to look deeper at themselves, at their world, at their sense of truth, and it takes more than just good, thought-provoking stories and dealing with universal themes to be a good filmmaker.
In a world run by the almighty dollar, it would seem that the greatest movies are those that hit big in the box office. But to Marques and other students like him, it's not what sells, but what inspires.
I always tell this story about Malcolm X, when I first saw Malcolm X in the theaters. And I remember my family went, grandparents, aunts and uncles, we all went. It was on a Sunday, we were all dressed up. I remember thinking it seemed like every single black person in the city was there to see Malcolm X on that particular day. Then just to go in and just see the beauty of this film, it was incredibly powerful. And I think it was around that point where I really decided I wanted to be involved with the arts. I was really introduced to the power of cinema. And at that time I wanted to be an actor, mainly because Denzel Washington was just amazing in that performance. That marked the first time that I really started thinking more about, maybe I want to direct some stuff too.
To Marques Williams, money isn't everything. To him, the bigger concern is taking a risk and showing the movie industry and the world alike that the medium of film should be more about the message and less about the money.
I've always had this romantic view of being a starving artist, suffering for what I believe in, and people look at you a little bit differently. It's like in some ways, wow, I can really respect someone that's willing to suffer and sacrifice for what he believes in. Orson Welles is at the top of that list, He represents, a real, in my eyes, a real artist. I mean, he sacrificed greatly for his ideas and to make his projects. I mean, he'd go make a lot of money on an acting project and then put all that money into another project. The guy died poor simply because he felt he had things he needed to say and share with the world. People are getting bored with seeing the same things over and over. Be willing to take risks. You look over the last few years, some of the biggest, the highest, the ones that make the most profit are the smaller indie films that take some chances. So we're coming to a point in this country where people are more open and more aware of the different cultures and more interested in different cultures. Take advantage of that, Be aware that there are other stories that need to be told, and don't be afraid to take some risks.